So up first, we have up and coming comedian, Greg Phillips, if you would like to take it away.
Hello, can I get everybody to unmute? Is that cool? I want to hear you. Unmute the people, Jamie.
I don't think I have the power to unmute people, but if people are willing to unmute them.
We're unmuted now.
Hey.
Hey.
I wish you'd not said that.
As soon as one starts, everybody joins in. Fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic to be here. I mean, I know I'm only virtually here. But it is fantastic to be here nonetheless. Mainly because
he's the first comedian.
mainly because I'm here amongst my fellow super spreaders. Now, to me, that just sounded like a rubbish superhero team. I know it's what they were calling us, the super spreaders. But to me, like I say, it just sounded like a rubbish superhero team. I don't know what we were meant to be doing. We were meant to be just saving people's breakfast.
No, I've turned it off so they can't see us, but you can do if
I can't see you. Feel free to carry on heckling me, though. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what we're meant to be doing with our super spreading. We're meant to be just, driving up and down the country, helping people butter the toast. I'm not sure.
Yes, done it.
This is really funny. No, I think, I do think, I mean, sorry, let me just collect myself. I'm not used to a Zoom gig this big, so I do apologize. I am a little bit nervous. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hang fire. Just give me 1 second. Let me just collect myself. Right. So, obviously, you guys don't know me. You can probably tell from my accent that I'm not from around here, or from Basingstoke. I'm not from down south. I'm actually from Sheffield, which you probably know from the film The Full Monty, and that's about it, I think. But I actually live in a little place called Clown. That is a genuine, real place. Is Clown. I mean, I know the irony of a stand-up comedian living in Clown is, I mean, it's quite tasty. I think it's quite delicious. But it is a genuine, real place. It's somewhere between Chesterfield and the 1930s. It's somewhere around that area. If you go up the M1 around Junction 30 and you start seeing people in shell suits, you're in the right area, basically. That's where I am. It's an intriguing little place, is Clown, because I moved here about 7 years ago. I wanted to stay in Sheffield, but it was too expensive. Like the housing prices were just ridiculous in Sheffield. And I went to see somebody about getting a mortgage in Sheffield, and they went, "Oh, mate, you're going to need like a 40% deposit, one of your legs, and we're going to charge you 25% interest." Cheers. Been priced out of my own home city. Cheers. Thanks for that, guys. So I was looking around and I bought here in Clown. So when I went to see somebody about moving to Clown, like the mayor welcomed me here. Like, somebody wants to live here. This is absolutely astounding. I can't believe it. He gave me the key. He gave me the key to the town. He just welcomed. Yeah, somebody wants to live here. Hey. So yeah, I'm a millennial. I'm not showing off, but I'm a millennial who bought his own house. I'm just brushed it off right there. But like I say, my hometown, where I'm currently at, it's one of those nice little weird places where I feel overdressed in Tesco just by wearing shoes. It's one of those little places, and I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up my own backside here, but if you come to Clown, this is basically as good as you get, and that is not a compliment. that is not a compliment to myself. I mean, it's one of those places. Everybody else sort of resembles White Walkers from Game of Thrones, and after you spend a night out here in Clown, which is a very very strange sort of weird place. And I mean, first off, you can get 41 people, like the residents of Clown sort of start to resemble actual clowns. You know, the more they drink, the more they go out, they develop big red noses, they fall down a lot. And by the end of the night, 41 people are crabbing into a taxi. It's just one of those weird little places. I mean, have I got any fellow singletons with me? I can see a lot of couples. I can see. I mean, you're gonna have to give me a wave because I think quite a lot of you are on mute. Any single people? No. Oh,
I feel bad owning up now. I can't be the only one.
Jack, solidarity, brother. I'm right there with you. Can't see anybody else. I think this is why I can't find anybody, because I keep doing these gigs to couples.
Just me and you then, mate. Just me and you.
You know, I think Facebook missed a little bit of a trick with its relationship status options, you know, especially during COVID times. I mean, wouldn't it have been better, update your relationship status options, then you could have had like, oh look, you know, Jack and Karen are in a support bubble together. And that'd be like dead sweet, wouldn't it? Or in my case, for example, it'd be like, oh look, Greg is in a support bubble with beer and pizza. It is one of those things. I mean, I was one of those idiots that I re-downloaded Tinder. Right? I don't know what I was thinking during a global pandemic. I mean, were I thinking, you know, if I act quick enough, can I get one to move in? I'm not sure. It was worth a try on my part, I think. But you know, I re-downloaded Tinder, and I am a straight man. So obviously I set my Tinder according.
You've ruined our hopes now. We're the single people.
Yes, so like I said, I set my parameters accordingly, and I look for women. That's kind of the point, I think. But every now and again, and it is quite rare, it's only whenever you're sort of half concentrating, Tinder will just offer up a bloke. It will just present me with another fella. And I was thinking, what's Tinder's game here? Because it's like it's going, are you sure? Because you've been here a while now. Yeah, me being me, I'll sort of like look at the profile and just like look at him and go, oh look, you know, Sean, 33 from Rotherham. He's a good-looking dude, but he's from Rotherham, so we'll leave him be, I think. But we've I tried to learn, you know, quite a few differences between men and women, and I hope this isn't too risky of a joke, but we'll see. I think the main one, the main difference, aside from obviously the biological, is the main one that hits home for me, I think, is men and women both think entirely different things when they hear the word facial. And like I say, like I say, I've lived here now for nearly 7 years, right? And I also learned, being single, you don't need a girlfriend or a partner to feel wanted, because feeling wanted is quite a big thing for me. You know, I've been single a little while, and it's quite nice when somebody gets in touch, or you know, your partner gets in touch, especially, or something. And you know, I figured out you don't need a girlfriend, you don't need a partner to feel wanted, because all you have to do is order Domino's pizza once. That's all you ever have to do. I moved in six or 7 years ago. I ordered Domino's the first night I moved in as a little treat to myself. A well done, support your own house. And that was it. That's the only. There's one just down the road. That's the only time I've ever ordered. And well, to be fair, I've not been able to afford one ever since. You know, I've had a mortgage to pay. So, but they must know that I am a single guy living on his own who likes football, because they text me every Tuesday and every Saturday. This Saturday just gone, they text me 3 times. I was just like, Domino's, you are needier than a girlfriend. It's just getting a bit ridiculous. And they text me Saturday the first time. They text me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, kickoff time, obviously. They sort of text me a little cheeky text, fancy a pizza, you know, order now for half time. Yeah, cheers guys. I thought it were one of my friends getting in touch. Clearly they don't care, so it's just me. They text me again at around 7 o'clock, 7:30. And they were getting a bit cheeky, a bit saucy, a bit, you know, a bit naughty about it. And he texted me again and just went, you know, what did it say? It said something along the lines of, are you feeling naughty, feeling cheeky, 50% off and a free sumptuous side when you order by whatever. That's Domino's, you're coming across really, really needy. It's freaking me out now. By 11:30, by the time they were closing, they were ringing me up, asking me if I fancied having the leftovers. Like, so can I have a little show of hands? Who managed to catch COVID? Have we all had it? Did we all avoid it? I'm trying to scroll through you and see if anybody's owning up to it. Now, I did catch it. I caught it on New Year. Well, I got my positive result on New Year's Eve. So it means I caught it a couple of days before, which means I started this year with 10 days isolation, which, to be fair, not much changed really. I've been going to work throughout the entire thing anyway. But yeah, I started this year with 10 days isolation. But I was determined to sort of stay, you know, you've got to keep on your game, I think. You've got to try and keep positive. You've got to try and keep happy. You've got to try and... So I thought, right, I'm going to be productive. I've got 10 days that I wouldn't usually have. I'm going to try and learn some stuff. First thing I learned, a Dyson cordless vacuum cleaner does not suck up an entire bourbon biscuit. Tip 1. Lesson the second was my living room walls are 8.5 Pringle cans high. The last thing I sort of learned, and I learned this when my appetite returned, is that a pack of 12 crumpets definitely justifies as a meal. I'll leave you with this one, guys, because I'm not going to lie, I'm running out of material for you. I've dragged this out. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really has. It's been nice. It's been my first little opening spot, so I'm very grateful. It was actually my mom's birthday a couple of weeks ago, so I had to do the thing that a good son does. I had to go and buy a card, which is nice. You know, it's always a nice little thing. So I was in Tesco, you know, looking at all the birthday cards, and one just caught me out the corner of my eye because it had this cheeky little label on it. Right, it just sort of went, "I used to be a coffee cup," you know, little smiley face. I'm like, all right, you smug little thing. There's no need to be like that. I looked at that and I looked at that label and just thought, I used to be happy. Like, I don't really understand what your point is. Thank you, Spotlight, for having me. You've been an absolute pleasure. I'm Greg Phillips. If you like what you see, by all means, get in touch. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to the rest of the night. Enjoy the rest of your evening as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg, for taking the first slot. I know that's probably quite intimidating to be the first one, especially on something so experimental as this, because this is the first time Spotlight has tried anything like this. But up next is a comedian my family often go and see. So please welcome, if I can find him and spotlight him, the brilliant James Alderson. Hold on. If I can spotlight him.
I'm here.
There we go. There he is.
Am I on? Can you
Yeah.
hear me, Robert?
There we
Right.
go.
Well, thank you, Jamie. Thanks for interrupting that wedding that you've come from in that suit. Well done, mate. Yes, you look very smart. Well done.
Thank you.
Or was it school? I don't know. Anyway, should we have a round of applause for the team and Jamie as well for putting all this together? Done very, very well. It's Jamie, bless you. He's only 12. He's done really well, hasn't he? Are you listening, Jamie? Put your Tamagotchi down, mate. We've got a show to do. You try and keep that alive for 5 minutes. Just pay attention, mate. So I see that there's a few kids watching this, and I know you've been told it's PG. So you've been told. Okay. So we got 10 minutes to go. So just kick them out in the garden or something. Social services are off now. Oh, before they go, I've got a little joke that one of my boys said, and it's safe for you to listen to. You there, kids? Say hello, Uncle James. Don't bother. Right. No, don't say that. No, it's a court order. I shouldn't be called that anymore. So one of my sons said, Dad, can you say this at the show tonight? I said, okay, Joe, go for it. He said, how do women, you like this, Greg? How do women catch men? I said, I don't know, Joe. How do women catch men? Do you know what he said? Booby traps. He's only 23. That's a good joke, isn't it? Oh God! Now it feels a bit odd. It feels a bit odd doing a gig for someone as young as Jamie. I mean, it could be mine. I did many a big party in Basingstoke back in the day. But no, he's not. He's not. But he's. I'm an 80s kid. He might be. Ravi, are you there, love? No.
Yes!
So nice.
I was a wild boy in Hampshire, but no, it's a party. It could be anyone's. But I'm an 80s kid. Give me a cheer if you're an 80s kid. Woo! Hey! Yeah, there's a lot of bloody liars. Well done. I wouldn't have survived a lockdown in the 80s, would you? I've got 2 teenage boys apparently, right? And they've been practicing self-isolation and social distancing before it was even a bloody word. They didn't leave their room in 2018. They know. I mean, as an 80s kid, if I wasn't halfway up a bloody tree or in a playground somewhere, it wasn't happening. So can you imagine being locked down in a house in the 80s? I'm sure my teenage boys have actually caught me trying to sneak out of the house. 11 o'clock at night with a watering can. Where are you going, Dad? I'm watering the begonias. No, you're not. What's in there? It's a blue WKD. Get out. So I'm off down the bus stop with my mates. 46. No, it's awful, isn't it? When the teenage kids are more responsible than you are. Honestly, in the 80s, I spent my whole time climbing trees, rolling in mud, playing in playgrounds, getting injured, and you wouldn't have been allowed to do that. That's happening now. My most fun bit of apparatus, because that is the appropriate word, in the playground was that horse, that metal horse. Remember that horse? Like that one, the sideways, rocking backwards and forwards. That was a wonderful, wasn't it? You spent hours on there. Little Billy at the front. Remember Little Billy at the front? And he'd get completely out of sync with everybody, and the handle on the back of the horse's head would come off and knock half his bloody jaw off. That was back before health and safety. That was when playgrounds were made of steel and concrete and barbed wire and glass, and no health, was there? You go to a playground now and there's a sign that says, oh, warning, this playground might contain conkers and daylight. It's just, run, it's fresh air, panic. So as a kid, you would have a curfew, wouldn't you, in the 80s, about 8 o'clock at night, right? and you'd have to creep indoors up the hallway, hoping your mum didn't spot you because you had bruised elbows and cuts on your arms and mud in your hair and scuffed knees, and you'd ripped your trousers. And your mum would grab you. She'd spot you walking up the hallway. She'd grab you by the scruff of the neck and drag you into the kitchen. She'd say, "Look at the state of you. It's 2 minutes past 8, you dickhead." Right? And then she'd grab that's for the kids. Right? And then she'd, that's as clean as I am. And then she'd flick the watercress off the cotton wool that was growing on the kitchen windowsill for some reason once a year. Right? She'd grab the cotton wool. She'd douse it in TCP. Right, and then put it on your bare wound. You'd be like, "Ah, shit!" Oh, don't you swear? Soap round your mouth. Wash your mouth out with soap. You got mud in your hair. Let me wash it out with Vosine. Dribbled in your eyes. I'm bloody blind. Stop swearing. You'd give up and you'd run down the end of the hall to phone Childline, but your dad had put a lock on the rotary dial. You couldn't do it. But we survived. It's like a history lesson for some of these kids. And that lady with the dog that keeps changing, can you back it in? It's stressing me out. Okay. Which one is it? Hello, Karen. You all right, love?
She's from
Is
Spotlight.
Is that the same dog? Or is it a different one?
It's a different one. The other one's here.
Is it? Get the other one back. It's nicer. Thanks very much. All dogs are great, but they're not mine. So, this isn't. If you think about it, this isn't how the virus is meant to be, is it? Because we've all been primed by Hollywood, haven't we? We've all been primed by Hollywood of what a virus and an epidemic is meant to be like, right? And I don't know about you, but I reckon about 80% of my friends spent lockdown 1 in a hot tub. I don't think that was in any movies, was it? I don't remember that in I Am Legend. Do you? Quick, Will! There's viruses, there's zombies! Hang on, I've only just got the jacuzzi up to 30 degrees. Pass me a cold Budweiser. No, it's the end of the world. I know it is. We've run out of bog rolls and pasta. It's just not that. That is not how the epidemic was. That's how I was led to a pandemic to believe. He did actually design a vaccine in that film, so that's the only realistic part that I remember. And I don't. You might be surprised to hear this, ladies, but I don't qualify for the vaccine yet. Okay, I'm under 50. And I also have a BMI of under 38. They say if you've got a BMI of over 38, you qualify for a vaccine. So I'm eating my way to an early vaccination. Watch me go. If I wait till I'm 50, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be out of it. I won't get a vaccine till I'm bloody, I don't know, later in the year. But I reckon I could get a BMI 38 by about April. If I really focus and knuckle down, it can be boring, can't it, lockdown? But this morning I was quite pleased because I've got my new brown bin leaflet come through the door. Yay! So tell you what, I thought it was going to be a boring day. No, I did go to Weight Watchers actually between lockdown 2 and lockdown 3. And when they contacted me to say that the meeting started up, they said, "Oh, can you please be careful when you come in to the meetings to be socially distanced?" And I thought, well, that's not. When I turned up, I thought we don't need to worry about that because we all had at least a 2-meter girth. You know, no social distancing required. You know, can't get near anybody. Somebody might have spotted, actually. I'll put it on the camera. Can you see this under the third chin? These are my reward stickers for the day. You get these stickers when you complete a big bag of Maltesers.
Well done, James.
That was a minstrel's one, that one. That's Maltesers. So my wife said earlier, it's not a reward sticker. You meant to use those stickers to reseal a bag of Maltesers when you can't finish them. I have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway, I've been spending all the money I've got on takeaways. It's upsetting, isn't it? They should change it from Just Eat to, for Christ's sake, Just Stop. Uber Eats. Funny you should mention it, Greg, actually, at the Domino's, because I actually went all of last week without ordering a takeaway. Thank you. I got to Wednesday and Domino's phoned me just to check I was all right. They're all worried about me. I thought it was quite nice, quite caring. I'm eating so much, honestly, I've eaten so much during lockdown, I've had to replace the bulb in the fridge 3 times. A lot of people, I do some live streams in the evening, and a lot of people say, "Oh, you sit there, James, so you can be near the food with your cupboard behind you, you fat git." I'm like, no, that is very presumptuous. Actually, that is not why I'm sat here for food. I'm sat here for the alcohol. Just lined up ready when it gets a bit quiet. I read a report this week, and because this shows up all down during lockdown. We've got couples. Give me a cheer for the couples watching. Oh, so the boo from Greg. Okay, give it time, mate. Give it time. I read that a quarter of couples admit to arguing during lockdown.
Only quarter.
You don't assume the other 3/4 have killed each other. Weren't available to do a survey. I'll ask you a survey, but my other half's under the patio. He can't talk at the moment. I also read another report that during the last year, right, in all these lockdowns, on average, couples have been together for a while, have had sex on average once a week, right? And I've kept a diary during the epidemic, right? And I had to look back over the last 51 weeks of my marriage. And I don't want to brag.
Oh.
Over the next week, me and the wife are going to be pretty busy. I'm trying to squeeze in 48 chats, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, it's just a PG bit. Sorry, there's a few very upset faces. You were warned. So that's never going to happen, is it? Unless you want to pop over, Greg? No. Okay. So anyway, inappropriate, totally inappropriate. No, but I've been binge watching. Who's been binge watching stuff on the old Netflix and Sky and stuff?
Yeah.
My boys have. They've completed Pornhub, so it's absolutely brilliant. I'm very proud of them. You think you ran out of toilet rolls? We've got teenage boys now. Sorry. Rude. Too rude. We ran out of socks. Anyway, so they're online. There's a lady who looks like she's just hanging on for dear life because it's a charity gig. She's like, I just need to leave now. This is not Bob Monkhouse. I prefer to watch him, and he's been dead 10 years. So, no, my boys are constantly online. I can only follow. They are online all the time, constantly, and it's doing my head in. And I've started getting bombarded all the time with like email, cold calls again. I thought that was banned now. Cold calls on my phone, cold calls on emails and texts. I'm just fed up with it. A lot of it is charity. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not up for charity. I mean, this present company accepted, of course. I don't like charity. It's all right if it's for human beings, but pets. Karen, if it's for pets, not all right. Shove your pet. All right, I don't care where it goes. I'm not donating. Right. I looked at an advert the other day for the National Dogs Trust. Right, it's only along the way in Shoreham somewhere. There was an advert on the radio, and it went, "Hello, I'm Timmy. I'm a Jack Russell. And the owner put me in a bin and left me there for 3 days and didn't come back. But for £1, you can feed me for a week. For £1, you can feed me for a week." No wonder he put you in a bloody bin, you freaky talking dog. That scared the hell out of me. Can you imagine coming down in the morning? Is it time for breakfast? Tape it down, lob it out. I don't know if is that a green bin or a black bin? Not too sure. So oh, Christ. I've got a text. I've got a text on my phone. I've got a text on my phone, right? I'll read it to you, right? Just before the show, I got a text before I had a bit of time, just messing about here. Text on my phone. Right, here we go. Some of you might have got this. It says, "Did you know?" Right, it's a quiz. "Did you know there is less than 40 red wolves left in the wild?" Oh, that. Just me. Okay. I had a bit of spare time. I thought, sod it, I'll text them back. I said, "Did you know there is less than £40 in my bank account?" Not heard back yet on my conversation. No, I am skint. I am absolutely, I'm in a mess. So skint after this year. Obviously not being able to be on stage as a professional comedian, in case any of you are wondering what you're watching. Day job, night job. I've given up during this live stream. No, I am skint. This is how skint I am, right? I've got no food in the fridge, right? I've got no fuel in the car, no money in the bank. So skint, if you want a clearer idea, I'm so skint, my kids are currently being sponsored £3 a month by a snow leopard. You nearly smiled there, love. Well done. Good. No, just read a book or something. Right. So for you, so some of you are sort of into the social media thing. I can tell that because you're watching. If you want to track me down on the old socials, Grindr, Facebook, and Twitter, it's Comedy James, okay? But I've gathered that looking at some of you, you're probably not on much social media. So you can find out more information about me and my up-and-coming tour on Teletext, page 364. Or just give me a fax number, we'll work it out. Or your landline, I'll just give you 3 rings. You've been lovely, and obviously well done for putting this together, Spotlight. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to touch you all, but you know. This has to be virtual. No, in a loving, caring way. Charlotte looks very shocked, but I'd love to. I feel I've touched you all just remotely. And to be honest, after the last incident with Charlotte, I mean, it's not possible. Okay. Well, thank you ever so much, Jamie. And if you finish your homework, mate, take back control. All right.
Awesome. Thank you very much, James, for doing that. We'll now have a short intermission. If you need to refill your drinks or go to the toilet, just take 2 minutes and we'll come back then. Thank you.
Woo!
But up next is the noise next door. If we can ask you to stay on mute, but type in the comments, that'll be perfect. Thank you, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my name is Robin. I am one of the noise next door. The rest of the guys are going to be joining me on screen in a moment. If you could mute yourselves, that would really help us out because the software just isn't good enough to hear all of you at the same time. This is my colleague Matt, who has just joined us. Jamie's absolutely right. The only reason we're legally allowed to do this gig is because it's on Zoom, and Rabia is not allowed within 50 feet of us anymore. That's an unfortunate story, but this is a legal precedent. My colleague Sam has joined us. We're just waiting for Tom. He'll be joining us now. Here he is. It's my colleague Tom. We're all here. Now, ladies and gents, we're the noise next door, and we're something a little bit different because everything that we do is made up on the spot based on whatever you guys decide to shout out, or in this case, type out. So if you could open up the chat box on your Zoom, we are going to need you in the chat getting involved as we go through our set. We hope we had a good interval. I personally really enjoyed Michaela's husband going for a wee. We all enjoyed hearing that. That was a highlight for me. So good stuff. So we're going to start, ladies and gents, with a game where we're going to need something from you guys that is an exciting thing that 2 people might do together. So we could be robbing a bank or going on a car chase, anything at all that 2 people might be doing together. Get involved in the chat and let us know something that 2 people might do together. I'm just waiting for the comments to come in. Literally anything at all. Car driving while reading a map. That's exciting to Michaela, who is clearly suffering from lockdown fever a little bit. I tell you what, we've got some more stuff. Ice skating is much more exciting than car driving while reading a map. Good. So this is a game for Tom and for Matt. What we're going to do is we're going to see an accurate scene of skating. However, at any point, I can say the word change. And whenever I do, these guys are going to have to change the last thing that they said or did until I'm happy with the scene. And what we're going to end up with is an incredibly accurate scene, all involving ice skating. So what I'd like from you guys, please, is a big round of applause. We can't hear you, but do it anyway for my colleagues, Tom and Matt, as they go ice skating. Here we go.
Wow, here we are, ice skating, Fabio. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. The ice, it's something I can smell a mile away.
Change.
The ice is something I can see from a mile away.
Change.
The ice is something that I can see in my dreams and smell in my nightmares from a mile away.
Fabio, you've always been so connected to the ice, and that's why I need you to teach me how to do perfect ice skating.
Very good. First thing you must learn is the jump.
Change.
First thing you must learn is the really, really fast move.
Okay, so that's ice skating 101, is it? The really, really fast move. So I guess I just walk out there and just start wiggling my legs.
Change.
I guess I just walk out there, put the skates on first, and then start wiggling my legs.
Change.
I guess I just dive face first into the ice, sliding forward, screaming for my life.
That is absolutely right.
All right.
You will have the most chilled of beards. Okay, are you ready? And begin running. Begin running. Dive onto your face.
Ow! That! Ooh, that was nice. Ooh! Sorry, extreme pain makes me sing. It's just one of those things.
Not the problem. Now, you must learn what I can do, which is a perfect on-the-spot pirouette.
Change.
Which is a perfect on-the-spot spinny man.
Change.
Which is a perfect on-the-spot whirly boy.
Gotta be honest, I am excited to see you do a whirly boy here and now.
Both hands in the air.
Yes,
Make
of course.
sure that you are on a swivel chair.
Well, that actually went annoyingly well, I've got to be honest. That went surprisingly well, I've got to be honest.
Change.
That went predictably well, Fabio. You're the ice dancing teacher. I came to you for a reason.
It's true. Now, I want us to do something together.
Oh, well, like what?
We are going to form a routine based on the exotic animal of the peacock.
Change.
The exotic animal of the lion.
Change.
The exotic animal of the seagull.
Okay.
That's right. What is more exotic than a common seagull?
All right. So we're going to do
the male
seagull.
seagull, I, the female seagull. Our aim to lay eggs.
All right, let's do this thing. So I'll throw you some chips and you can peck a small child. People are going to love this routine.
Change.
You can poo on a small child and I'll pretend to be a chip. People are going to love this routine.
They certainly will. Okay. We must begin. Begin with the wings. Begin the wings. Pivot if you can.
I can, but very slowly. But I can get that far, and then I hit a wall. So I'll come back this way, and then I can get this far, and then there's a radiator there. So that's as much swiveling as I can do.
Okay, find the rhythm together. Find the rhythm. Very good. Now, quick, a chip.
Change.
Now, quick, a chip.
Change.
Now, quick, a chip. I'll feed it to you.
Okay, ladies and gents, I think we're going to end it there. Give the guys a huge round of applause for their ice skating skills. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
I thought the bit at the end there was very nice when you sort of puking down into my mouth. That was very beautiful.
The puke POV.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, we need some more of your help, of course. This time, we are going to be sending the other three guys off to do a job. What is a job that you might have? Maybe an exciting or interesting job. Don't just tell me accountant or something like that. Give me an exciting or interesting job. Get in the comments. Let me know an exciting or interesting job. And our next scene will be about exactly that. A midwife is the first one that's come up from Michael. Let's see if we've got any others coming through. Oh, a beekeeper. Alison, I love it. We're going to have a scene about beekeepers. However, there is a slight twist in this scene. Sam and Matt, they can say whatever they want during this beekeeping scene. However, Robin, he can only speak using a script that you guys are about to write for him. So what we want you to do is get in that chat box and write lines of dialogue. It could be sentences or little snippets of sayings. Don't make it about beekeeping, make it about anything else. Because whatever you write as sentences in the chat box is what Robin is going to have to use as his script. So give us a nice load of ideas about things that Robin can say. Keep typing, keep tapping away, and we are going to tell you a lovely story about beekeepers. So remember, Matt and Sam, they can say whatever they want, but Robin, he is stuck to the script that you guys are writing for him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our beekeeping story!
Oh, hello, Gerald. Thanks for coming out to the hive today. We've got a little bit of the problem with some of the female bees, and we're not 100% sure what it is.
Hey, right. Well, don't worry. I've actually brought my expert friend in. Just knows everything there is to know about bees. So, this is Philip. Philip, are you there, mate?
You need to pop this pimple.
There you go, Philip. We share each other's grease issues. Sorry, I'm going to try and pop your pimple there, mate. There you go. Oh, all right.
Oh, they do say that pus is the honey of the face.
That's true. You put it on your toast. It's lovely.
So, Philip, as I said, it's specifically the female bees that seem to be quite bloated, and we're not sure why.
I need the toilet.
All right. Hey, it's nature, isn't it? You just gotta let it happen. Probably don't make any honey out of what happens.
You know, once you pop a spot, you've got to pop a squat.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
The bee milking machine needs fixing.
Do you mean the reason that they're bloated is because their milky boobs are too full?
Yes.
I knew it.
All right. Well, I guess we need some kind of a solution here. How are we gonna fix some broken bees?
Oh, never on a Tuesday. Never on a Tuesday.
That's why we invited you out here on a Wednesday, fella.
And I like wearing really tight pants.
Right. Is that to keep the bees out?
Well, they are very fuzzy on the outside.
Right. The pants or the bees? Sorry, these are very specific questions. You probably mean your pants, I assume.
Well, you have to keep them warm like eggs and sit on them.
Gosh, I hope that's the bees.
All right. Well, come on then. Let's get deep into the hive. I'll open up the door. Show us how much beehiving experience I've got.
Oh, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Oh. There we go. Use this bit of C4 I always bring when I'm beekeeping.
Thanks, Gerald. You're dynamite, you are.
Oh, but surely that's illegal.
What? Well, not if you've got a license.
Yeah, it's okay. I've got a license. Ready?
Oh, look at
I'm pretty
that.
sure C4 uses a plunger.
You can see the problem with all of the milky machines on top of the bees.
Oh, I didn't mean to kill that dog.
How did the dog get in there? Unbelievable.
That's terrible. Well, we need to really put out this fire. You know what I mean? We need to solve some problems here. Now, what's the first thing we should be doing?
Stick them up. You don't know, to keep them in. Stick them up to keep them in.
Ready, you are. Okay.
All right, let's delve in there. They just don't look happy. There's a dead dog inside the hive. There's milk, bee milk everywhere.
So I didn't mean to kill the dog, but will you be able to fit all of that in?
I can try. You put it in my bag, in my fanny pack.
Eat it.
All right, little dog. Oh, I can just eat the dog. Good idea. Yeah.
Eat it. Maybe that's all that was wrong with the bees. There was just a dying dog and they were unhappy about it.
Well, where do you keep the honey?
Well, you should probably ask the bees that.
Where do you keep the honey? Oh.
Oh, I don't speak bee. What did they say?
You can hit them with my tickling stick.
Oh. Well, that's friendly, isn't it?
We might have the RSPCA down here quite quick if you do that.
I like chicken nuggets.
Good point, well made. All right, well, looks like we fixed the problem. We've eaten the dying corpse of a canine. So I think mission accomplished.
I think you're right. What do you think there, Phil?
Have you seen a doctor about that?
Oh, about my dog breath? I think it's only just recently started.
It's a valid point. Thank you so much for your help, Phil, today. If there's any other problems that occur inside the hive, what's the one piece of advice you can give to us?
You can get a cream for it.
I think we'll end that one there. Beekeeping 101, thanks for your incredible script writing. I've got to be honest, can't believe a dog was eaten in the process of a simple beekeeping incident.
Mike has said that that was the plot from a bee movie, and it's a very good joke. I really liked it, Mike, and unfortunately, it was too funny for me to say in the middle of the scene, but I just want you to know I enjoyed it a lot. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news. Unfortunately, there has been a murder. Sam here is going to be the detective who's going to be working out our murder, so Sam, for this next part, is going to clear off. He is not going to know the suggestions that you guys make about this murder. He's going to get that through a series of incredible characters, some great jokes, and some one-liners put together by the rest of us. So from you guys, what I need is, first of all, a murder weapon. So in the chat, give us an unlikely murder weapon. Don't give us an actual knife or a gun. Give us a sausage or something else. Something that you would not normally kill someone with. A cucumber is correct from Michael. Yes, a cucumber. Good. The murder was committed using a cucumber. Next up, we need a location. Where could this murder have happened? It could be a specific place, like a McDonald's, or it could be a town or a city or a country, anything at all, anywhere at all that this murder could have happened. Good. In the attic, just in the attic. I tell you what, that's a little bit vague. So I tell you what, we'll take in a vaccination center is brilliant. Yeah, this murder with a cucumber took place in a vaccination center. Great. And finally, we need somebody who did it. Who did this murder? Let's get a celebrity. Any celebrity at all. Could be fictional, historical, or somebody in the real world currently. Anybody at all. Mickey Mouse is amazing. Yeah, amazing. Mickey Mouse is the person who did this murder. So it was a murder committed with a cucumber in a vaccination center, and the murderer was Mickey Mouse. It seems that Matt has disappeared, which suggests to me that his internet might have failed.
I think so.
Famously live literally underground. So we'll see if he comes back. But if not, then Tom and I will be giving away the clues to Sam here. It's a cucumber in a vaccination center by Mickey Mouse. Tom is going to send Sam a text to bring him back to the screen. And afterwards, we are going to solve a murder. So give Sam a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we take it away.
I hope there he is.
I was a detective. And I was here today because I knew a murder had been committed. And I was going to be the one to solve it. Suddenly there was a knock at my office door.
Knock, knock,
said the door. And in walked one of the most beautiful women I had ever seen with my own eyes.
Oh. Why, hello, detective. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She was sultry. She was balding, bearded, and wearing a jumper you'd wear in year 3.
Wow, detective, it's so lovely to walk in here and be insulted by you. I have come to ask you a very important question. I need some help. My husband, he's been murdered.
Good God, no. To death?
All the way to death.
It's terrible when that happens. Well, don't worry. Do you require my services to find out who, how, why, and when?
I sure do, detective. I sure do. Now, there's a few things you need to know about my husband. You know, he was one of those sort of blokey blokes. He would go out with all his male friends. You know, they were a bunch of right lads. You know, they like to call each other lads. They'd look around and go, oh, mate, you're a lad. That's a lad. That's a lad. That's a lad. That's a lad. They talk about all the things that are lads.
That's a lad.
That's
yes.
a lad.
He was a lad, a boy, a man.
Yes, you're quite right.
And he preferred the company of other men.
Well, I mean, he was my husband, but he spent a lot of time with the lads. All the lads. That's a lad. That's a lad. Good stuff. But he's dead now.
Yes, you mentioned. It's the first thing I knew about him. Tell me more about his hobbies and activities.
Well, he liked to go sailing. You know, I think there was something about being out on the open waves that he really enjoyed. I guess the fact that it was pretty much all just water. That's what he liked. The fact that it was like pretty much all water, that was a big thing he was into.
Ah! Things were becoming clearer to me now. Your husband was a lad. He liked the water, and so I made an accusation right then and there. Your husband was killed by a boy.
What?
A boy, like a bee, like a boy.
No, detective, no.
No.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, detective. I know you don't like me coming in when you've got.
That's all right. I always welcome a beekeeper coming in.
Yeah, well, as the beekeeper and also caretaker of this here building, I was just wondering if you could have a little look at these two things I've got here. I know that one of them is a key and one of them is not a key to this building. So is it the right or the left one that's the key?
The right one.
The right one, that's a key. But this one's not. But this one, that's the key. Is it? That's the key. That one there, that's the key.
That's the key. That's the key.
That's not
okay.
I
knew that the beekeeper was repeatedly saying the word tzatziki. It was almost as if it was a very blunt clue. But how did it link with being a lad and being out on water?
I didn't say being a lad. I said that salad.
A salad. He was saying salad and tzatziki and watery, and so I now knew exactly what killed your husband.
How?
He was murdered by a cucumber.
Oh, detective, you must be some sort of genius to have figured it out.
I am.
Oh. But detective,
that sounds awful. I don't know how that must have happened. They get quite soft. Terrible murder weapon.
the mystery doesn't end there. I'm afraid we don't know where my husband was killed. Could be anywhere. Maybe we should have a look around and ask about for some clues, you know?
Was he maybe killed in the body?
Yes, I meant more like geographically where.
Oh,
Not like the injury impact point, but like a place.
Yes, maybe we should follow some clues to where he may have been murdered.
Detective, I think you've got the point. Let's get out there and see what we can do.
Was that a clue?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, detective, before we carry on, would you mind? I meant to exercise 3 to 4 times a day. So could you just hold up your hands and I'll just practice my boxing, okay? Just hold up both hands. Okay, here we go. And uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, jab, 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 jab. Good, I love that last bit. That's my fave.
Jab. Did he move out the way when you punched?
Oh, sometimes.
So he might have been a jabby dodger.
No, no, he wasn't a jabby dodger. I don't know how you've gone down that far down. No.
Nothing to do with biscuits.
Nothing. No, nothing to do with biscuits.
That's a shame. I would have liked to journey to the biscuit factory.
Sorry, me again. I've been hoovering, and the Dyson's broke, the Henry's broke. Have you seen the Vax? Have you seen the Vax? I've not seen the Vax. The Vax has not been seen.
The Vax?
Yeah, the Vax.
What's a Vax?
It's a type of Hoover.
No?
Yeah,
it's probably the third most favourite brand of Hoover. Yeah.
It's a carpet cleaner. But anyway, has the Vax been seen?
Henry and then Hoover, probably.
Yeah, and then fourth, maybe Vax. That's not the point, though, you idiot. Oh. The point is I'm saying the word Vax. Have you seen the Vax? Vax, have you seen it?
No.
So the Vax has not been seen.
No, I haven't seen the Vax.
Right.
I see what
Look.
I put it together now.
Have you?
Well, yes, I was too focused on Vax. I was too focused on the facts of the Vax. But now I realize that he was putting it together with the word seen. And so I made an accusation right then and there. Your husband was killed with a cucumber by an anti-vaxxer.
No! No, detective. I was quite clear when I said it's about where he was killed. About where? Come on, detective, think about it. Right, on the way out, I picked up a new hobby recently where I like to congratulate pieces of furniture or things that you have around the house by giving them some sort of nobility rank. Like recently, I made a cat flap a lord but today I've been noticing that your door is being held up and opened so perfectly. So, that little hinge there, I'm going to make you a knight. You will now be Sir Hinge. Sir Hinge.
I like the idea of being called Lord Catflap. I couldn't really get past that. I wasn't looking for the clue. I just like the idea of being Lord Catflap.
Well, now we've got Lord Catflap and Sir Hinge.
Me again. I've been hanging some paintings on the wall. I've put this one to the left of the chimney breast. I've put that one to the right of the chimney breast, and this one here. Do you want it right in the middle of the chimney breast?
Yes.
So if it's not left or right, it's in the middle.
Yeah.
In the center.
Yeah.
I'm saying the word center, you bloody idiot.
Yeah.
If I want to swear a lot, but I know that I can't, but I want to call you a word beginning with C. In the center, you dick. In the center.
Chap. A nice chap. A cool guy. Lord Catflap. The center.
Detective!
Yeah?
Focus! Ignore his anger and let's focus on the job at hand!
Has the facts been seen in the center? The fact.
Yeah, I've got it! But you won't shut up and let me say what it is! Your husband was killed with a cucumber beginning with C. Not by Lord Catflap, no. Beginning with a C. No, he was killed inside, like, the center for vaccinations.
I mean, that's one. It's a vaccination center, an actual thing, as opposed to a string of words that don't link together. My gosh, detective, you're right. Right, let's get down to the vaccination center. Come on, quick shop.
Where are we going?
We're walking to the vaccination center. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of a strange limp. Sorry, I had an injury when I was a child. I got hit by a car and hit me just between my thigh and my shin. It wasn't this knee over here, it was this knee over here. So, not my left knee, but this knee.
Your right knee.
Yes, this knee, this knee here.
That's the shin? No.
No, not this knee. This knee.
Calf.
No, this knee.
That knee.
This knee.
The right knee.
This knee, yes, this knee. Right, okay. Right, let's head inside and see if we can find some clues about who could have possibly done it.
Let's get walking. I enjoyed walking.
Okay. Sorry, strange limp. Problem with this knee. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's head on inside. See if there's a receptionist or something we can speak to to get this all sorted out.
Hello there, yes, welcome. So sorry to be late. I've just been, as you know, we're parked right by the canal. That's where our offices are. And I come here every day, rowing and rowing and rowing. But just recently I crashed my boat. Put a bit of dent on the side of it. It's a horrible road dent in the side of that boat there. Now, look at that. It's dreadful, isn't it?
Terrible.
Can be a problem.
Yes, it really is.
Is it going to
I gave up. I gave up going to work by boat a long time ago. Now I just come in my tiny little car. The Cooper. Come in a little Cooper.
You come in a tiny little car?
Yes, I arrive at work in a tiny little car, my Cooper.
Thank you for clarifying arriving. Okay,
My little
you have
Cooper.
a tiny little car with a dent in it.
A Cooper, specifically.
A Cooper car?
Yes, but what sort of car is a Cooper?
A Mini.
That guy's such an idiot. What an idiot. God, I love taking the piss out of this guy, but not taking the piss. This is a gig where we've got to be careful. I'm not taking the piss. I'm doing that, but less rude.
Mocking me.
Yes, I'm taking the mocking you.
Okay.
I'm not taking the
Mickey
piss.
and Minnie. Finally, things were clicking into the Disney part. Finally, it made sense.
Disney.
Who specifically was it? I just made an accusation, and I hoped it was this person. Your husband was killed with a cucumber in a vaccination center by Walt Disney.
No!
Damn it!
Listen!
Rodent? There's a rodent in my boat, a rodent!
It was just Mickey Mouse.
Yeah! There we go! Wow, it took longer than anyone could have hoped for. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations on organising such a great event, and hopefully we'll see you in the real world when all of these things are over. We're The Noise Next Door, and we'll see you again soon. Good night. Bye!
Thank you very much to the Noise Next Door. And up next is a finalist from BGT. It is, if I can find him, the one, the only. Is he here? Where is he? Hold on.
Look for Arthur Lager.
The one with the big head. He's got a big head.
There we go. Here he is.
Yay.
Enjoy Arthur Lager and Friends.
Hello, everybody. And wasn't that fantastic? Really, really sad, actually, because it's the first time I got to see live, right, the Noise Next Door. Those guys are incredible. I'm a big fan of theirs, but it's really sad to see them split up tonight because they used to be for them. It's really nice to see you all. Turn on your laughter. Want to hear some of that? I've got a script here. Do you know what? You can tell how old people are by their fringes, right? And I know that I am really old, right? And Jamie is the youngest in the room. Check his fringe out. Squat like yourself, Jamie. I feel like I'm at the Fringe, the Basingstoke Fringe Comedy Festival. Jamie's the host. Oh, I love it. So, well, this is brilliant. This is really nice to be in Basingstoke, right? But without going to Basingstoke, because it's I'm joking, I like it there because I was born there, and but I'm not going to die there tonight, hopefully. So there's Arthur Lager staring at my bum, and so what it is, right, is that we've just had loads and loads of news, right, recently, but this is really devastating. My daughter has just announced yesterday, right, that she's moving in with a boyfriend, right, which is mental because he lives in Broadmoor. So, that's a joke because she's only 9, so not moving just yet, not allowed. Social distancing. And so, no, this is lovely though, isn't it? It's brilliant. Do you know what? Well, with the Noise Next Door, right, it's amazing because for the last year since the lockdown started, lockdown number 1, right, we've been wondering what the Noise Next Door is, right? No, because we keep, I think like a movie star's moved in next door because I keep hearing this lady's voice go, Roger Moore, Roger Moore, Roger Moore. And then I realised that it can't be him because he's dead. So anyway, it's great to be here, right? Because this time last year, I was just a comedy ventriloquist, or ventriloquist, as I say. And this year, though, I'm a comedy ventriloquist, right? I'm a comedy writer. I'm a Netflix sponsor. I'm a YouTuber, podcaster, songwriter, Olympic jogger, conspiracy theorist, homeschooler, delivery driver, chef, quizmaster, radio DJ, and a patron of the Max Miller Appreciation Society. So that's nice. Lots of different things. So I haven't sat, but mind you, all those things I do for free. So it's nice to be paid tonight. What? Oh, be that, Michaela. What it is, right? No, because you get woke up, right? We're homeschooling, me and my wife. You get woke up early, right? Because I'm here. I never used to be here. I used to book cruises, and I weren't even working on them. But I told the family that I was. Get away. What it was, right? So 7 o'clock this morning, my daughter Larissa, she's 4, right? And I don't know why I've done that, because she's that tall, right? She came in the bedroom, 7 o'clock this morning. Daddy, 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 come and play with the Barbies. I don't want to play with the Barbies. You never catch me playing with dolls. It's weird, right? So, and you know I'm a ventriloquist, right? Otherwise this gag don't work. Wait for the laughter and carry on. So she's come in. She to come and play with the dolls. So I was, okay, so I'll just set her up. Once I come in, set her up with something, and I'll go back to bed. It's great. So I lined up all of her dolls, and I said, just line them all up. She's got about 30 Barbies. It's lovely, right? And she said, Daddy, why have you lined them up? I said, because I fancy a barbecue. Barbecue. Oh, yeah, I'll keep that one in. That's a new joke. I'll keep that in. That. But me, you know, my wife's here, and it's nice to be here with the family. My wife, and obviously 9-year-old Lola, and little Larissa, she's 4 years old. I've watched the kids grow up for a year, which entertainers, they don't get to do, right? But I've got to see it, which is lovely. And it's a little bit more crazy, right? I'm getting a little bit emotional because the homeschooling has taken its toll. You know, because you get this all the time, don't you? When's snack time? When's it snack time? You know, you've just had your breakfast. No, can I have a biscuit? Can I have 2 biscuits? How many biscuits can I have, right? Can I have an ice cream with some chocolate, right? And then it's, can I watch YouTube? Can I watch Netflix? Daddy, we run out of toilet paper. Can I watch Netflix? Wipe my bum, wipe my bum. I'm going, hang on, Nina, you're 41, you do it. I'm playing with the kids' dolls next door. Gets to you, doesn't it, after a while? So anyway, I am a ventriloquist, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of that, right? Talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. You ready? Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm still doing this, still talking to myself. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, F, F, G, G, H, I, J, K, K, L, L, M, N, O, P, Q, P, Q. Do a P. I don't need to go, thanks. P, T, Q, R, S, T, coffee, T, cappuccino, T, mocha choca, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh, wait. So that's how I started learning, talking to myself and all these things. So I'm just going to just show you some of my characters. Ready? Woo! I'm still here. Just went down. Well, if you spend a bit more money, you'd have got one of the people that won Britain's Got Talent that does magic. We've been busy the last 9 months. Painting, been painting. Ow! Ain't got the teeth. Now, who remembers Lamb Chop? I'm not talking about your Sunday roast. Lamb Chop was a very famous caricature invented by Shari Lewis. Great ventriloquist. Google her. And what does Google even mean? It sounds disgusting, doesn't it? But Google her, right? And you shouldn't even say Google when you're on Zoom. Zoom her or something, because I think it's like copyrighted. Don't say Zoom, because anyway, if you want to know what Google means, just Google it. Anyway, here we go. Lamb chop. No, this isn't lamb chop. This is my version. This is lamb shank. All the teenage lads know what I'm... Nope, here we go. Hello. Say hello. No. Say hello, lamb shank. No, I don't want to. Not going to force you. Sorry about that. You can't make him talk. I can. It's my job. So, no, don't worry about the sheep. No animals are harmed over the next 3 hours. Obviously, you're going to cut off in 15 minutes, but I just carry on performing. So, we're audience starved, aren't we? Not that I eat them. I don't eat audiences. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a bit of a drink because I get a little thirsty, get a little hoarse. Cheers. No, don't drink me. Don't drink me. You spat at me. Disgusting. Cheers. No, stop it. I got children. Not me, it's the drink talking. Yeah. Some of this is jokes. Talking and drinking at the same time. I still can't do it. But when you come forth on the top TV talent show, why bother learning? I'm going to introduce, right? The main character is in the house. Please welcome Arthur Lager. Oh, that's lovely that you did that, because I haven't bothered with any music play-ons. Here we go. That's lovely. No, music doesn't work on Zoom. Learn that. Learn that. Hello, ladies. Listen, this is the families. You know what? This is the families of Basingstoke and surrounding areas. Reading, probably Reading as well. I don't know, but nice of the year, isn't it? At least we didn't have to go there. I know. At least we didn't have to go to Basingstoke and suffer all those ruddy roundabouts. Oh, those Basingstoke is on a roundabout, right? So it's nice to be talking to Spotlight. Yeah, we're not looking. Just look at the Spotlight right there. Okay. So Arthur Lager's married still. Yeah, can't stand her. Can't stand her. She follows me. Anywhere I go, there she is. She doesn't follow you, Arthur. Does. Anywhere I go. Yeah. At the airport. Yeah. The cafes, the restaurants. It says on the door, doesn't it? Wifey, here. Now, I've got to tell you, Arthur loves his wife. I don't love her. It's her thought down lactose intolerance. You can't blame her for that. Okay, she's a cow. Okay, so what it is Basingstoke, yay! Oh, he's got some news to share with you. Oh yeah, I'm going to need the mayor of Basingstoke. He's going to be the Basingstoke mayor. Isn't that lovely? And what's the first thing you're going to do when you get there? I'm going to build a ruddy wall. He's going to build a wall. So nobody can get out. No, so no one can get in. There's not even a punchline there. Right, so what we're going to do, right? Arthur Lager, yep. When we get out of this lockdown, which is getting, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to go through the tunnel, and then what you're going to do? You're going to go on holiday. He loves his holidays. Where did you go last time you went on a holiday, which would have been 2019? I went to the Canaries. Wow. Did you enjoy yourself? No. Why? Because I didn't see any canaries. Well, where do you want to go this summer? The Virgin Islands. Right. No, because in lockdown, you find things to do with your family, don't you? So, hey, you've been playing Scrabble with your wife. You're joking. I can't get a word in. But then, yeah, no. So, loads of movies, Prime, Netflix, all that stuff, right? We love that. We've been through everything. We watched Tiger King 4 times, right? And so, what it is? Right, is it La La Land? La La Land. That's a classic, very artistic, isn't it? So, yeah, you like La La Land? No, you didn't. No, he doesn't like much, Arthur Lager. Why didn't you enjoy it? I sat there for 2 hours, right, waiting to see a Teletubby. Hey, no, just explain that to you kids. So, did you see any other movies? Because there's loads of movies streaming. Judy, yeah, Oscar nominated and probably even won Oscars. I think Renée Zellweger. Did you see? I think yeah. Who watched Judy out there? Just say yes.
Yes.
Brilliant. Wasn't it fantastic? I loved it. So, did you enjoy that? No, I did not. Why not? I sat there for 2 hours, waiting to see Richard. Lovely. So what have you been doing? I mean, you are allowed out sometimes, and after the first lockdown, I know you went to church a lot. I did, yeah. I got banned. Banned? How'd you get banned from church? Well, the wife, Joyce, his wife's called Joyce, can't stand her. You know that, you said that. And so she sat next to me, and I leant over, I went, oi, lift up the hand, like that. I went, oi, Joyce. She said, what, Arthur? I said, I just done a silent fart. And now it's him talking. So you don't say that, sorry. So what did your wife say? She said, turn your hearing aid up. Arthur, do you know what it is that I do? I've no idea what you used to do. No, I still do it. I just do it now in the bedroom or the spare room. Right. So, what it is, I'm a ventriloquist. You're what? Ventriloquist. I need a dummy. What, like your 4-year-old? No, not one of those ones. Not the ones you suck. Say that again. No, Joyce, he's talking to you. No, because he loves his Joyce. Still going at it. I heard. That's what the noise next door was. It was him, I think. Was it? Was it? Yeah. The other night she said, "Bite me like you used to." Ooh, bite me like you used to. And what'd she do? She walked out the bedroom. Why did she walk out? She went to get her teeth. And so she says, Arthur, let's use toys in the bedroom. Stop it. Shh, sorry. Toys in the bedroom. Yeah. And then she got angry. Why is that? Because it took me 6 hours to set up the train set. I forgot he does all this stuff. It's quite funny. So, Arthur, yeah, I need a toilet. It's too late. It doesn't matter. Right, so now, Arthur, do you like the hair? The new haircut? Yeah. Another 40 years, Jamie, you'll look just like this. When you get rid of the fringe, leave his fringe out of it. Okay, so if you brush his hair, you can see what's going on tonight. Listen to this, right? You know, Janie, there's 3 types of hair. 3 types of hair, is there? Yeah. Parted, unparted, and departed. Arthur does have some great news to share with you all. He's just become a granddad during the lockdown. Isn't that lovely? So, a granddad. And so you don't have to bow for that. You don't know my daughter-in-law like I do. Shut up. Right, so he's tell him the news. My son and his wife have given birth. They've given birth to twins. And they're twin girls. Yeah, both of them. They're twin girls, right? 2 girls. And Arthur had the pleasure of naming the girls, which is a lovely legacy, isn't it? It is. What did you call the girls? I'll tell you how I did it. You know the Eddie Stobart lorries? The Eddie Stobart lorries? Oh, yeah. They got girls' names on them. Yes, they have. I don't know if you know this. Eddie Stobart have a TV show. And they tell you they've got girls' names on the Eddie Stobart lorries. So when we used to be on the road, in the summer, last summer, we done a few gigs. And that's when you chose the names. So we chose the names from the lorries. Isn't that amazing?
Over and deaf.
Tell them the name. Tell them the name of the 2 daughters, the twins. Long vehicle. What? Long vehicle. Long vehicle. Yeah. And a wide load. My knee hurts. Oh, does it? Yeah. Oh, he's always complaining about his ailments. Your knee probably hurts because of old age. Don't be silly. That knee's the same age as that knee, and that knee don't hurt. I went to the Michaela. I went to the chiropodist last Tuesday. Why are you telling Michaela? I want her to know. The chiropodist. I did. Why did you go to the chiropodist? Because there's something wrong with a ding dong. Okay, stop. You don't even go to the chiropodist if there's something wrong with downstairs. Yeah, I do. Why? I keep standing on it. Ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing? Nothing. Arthur Lager, right? He snuck out a couple of days ago to play golf. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it, but he played golf. And you took your wife. Yeah, I needed a caddy. His wife, but she doesn't like golf. I know. And she don't like it now. She don't like it now. Why? She got hit. You're joking. She got hit. How? Did you not teach your wife the rules of golf? If you shout 4, right? Somebody knows a ball is coming towards them. They get out the way. I did that, but by the time I got to 3, it was too late. Did it hit her? Did it hit her on the head? Nah. The golf ball, right? It hit her at the bottom. The ball hit her at the bottom. So, and what did the doctor say? Yeah, hello, Mrs. Lager. Come in. I'm going to have to take a look at that golf ball that went up your bottom. Here I go. Oh,
that's kind of creepy.
Yes, he says. That's not a fair way, isn't it? Not a fair way. Later, Arthur. See you later. Bye, Michaela. There he goes. Oh, Arthur Lager. Oh dear. So just one more before I go, if you don't mind. A couple of more minutes. Is that all right? Are we still here? Is there anyone on? Don't go to work. Don't go to work. Stay home. Go to work. Don't go to work. I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. It's Doris. Don't go to work. Don't go work. All right then. What are you doing? Woo! So, I'm not going to go and work. But it's, I've got this Everybody blow. Everybody blow. Doesn't work because you're not in the room. I'll do it again for magic purpose. Oh look, I've got 2 big foreheads. So, blow it, blow it. Blow it. Hello, dear Noddy. Here we go. This is G. G to the E to the N to the I to the E. Genie! Hello, Genie. Hello. Now, just before we go, you're closing this part of the act. Yes, I am. And then Jamie is going to do a strip tease. He's going to take his fringe off. Right. So, yeah. What we're going to do? Yes. I just want to know a few things, right? I want 3 wishes. What? 3 wishes you're going to give me? No, Steve. What? You've had 2 wishes? I've not had 2 wishes. When did I? Don't cry. I'm not crying. It's sweating in here. Right, it's got warmer, hasn't it? So listen, get up now, do these. Sorry. Now, why don't you tell us, right? About the wishes. Okay. Yeah. Look. No. In your bank account, the computer, bank account. Oh, the first wish has been granted. Brilliant. What about the second wish? Down your trousers. What? Oh, second wish, granted. What about the third wish? Now, I've got a lottery ticket, right? And I want you to make that the biggest winner, right? This Saturday. Can you do that? No, no, no. I can't do lottery tickets. Okay. What about, right, this Sunday, Premier League football. Can you make Tottenham Hotspur win the Premier League? Let's take another look at that ticket. That only works if you support Tottenham Hotspur, and then you're angry with me. So, listen, Gin, you're going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye, dear Doddy. Hey! There you go. Now, what it is, right, is that I'm just trying out a few new characters. So, Jeannie's brand new in the show. Exclusive, right? So, I want to thank you so much for supporting Spotlight, everybody. Thank you for being here. And if they've got loads of events coming up, you know that you've probably seen me at a few of their events in the past. And I no longer live in Basingstoke because I don't like anybody that live there. And so what it is, this is still comedy night. My family still live in Basingstoke and I miss everybody there that I love and my friends and family. So I can't wait to, I'm in Eastbourne right now. So keep supporting Spotlight. Thanks for being here and I hope you've enjoyed the comedy night. 4 acts. It's amazing to get us because we're really busy. I got a double tonight. Yeah, no, I'm going to do some performing in the bedroom later. Right, so what is that? Don't worry, I'm on my own. This is really, really nice to entertain you. And I can hear some laughter, which for an entertainer, that is food, isn't it? It's food for entertainers, they say. You have been a great buffet tonight. Thank you for supporting the entertainers. Thanks for supporting Spotlight. And we'll see you in Basingstoke. My tour from Basingstoke last April has been moved to this April and it's been flipped again to next April. So I'll see you in another year. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
We're not cool. Oh, yeah.
If you're backstage, you're going to have to turn me off.
Thank you.
How do I get rid of him? There we go. He's out of the spotlight.
I can still hear you, Jamie. You've still got your fringe.